meet someone in our store, same, we meet him in our house. So when you enter our house, we have to offer food and drink. But since we are in the store now, the only things we can offer it's drink. So this is its Egyptian hospitality. That's to say, welcome in Egypt.
That's what to say, welcome in Egypt.
Yep. So Egypt, it's the history of important things in the earth. We are now in Cairo, and especially it's the Giza. And Giza, it does have the Great Pyramids, Cheops. But it's not the first pyramids built. The first pyramids built, it's called Saqqara. And that's steps pyramids.
Yeah.
It's not like Cheops.
Where are they located?
Zoser. The name of the pyramids in Saqqara, it's the king is called Zoser.
Okay, so that's located Upper Egypt.
No, it's in Giza here.
Okay,
It's
the stacked one.
Yes, the steps pyramids.
Right.
And Zoser, he was so strong king, and he got the idea to build the pyramids. That's why they did it like steps. After that, I mean, a couple of hundreds of years later on, they change to build the real one. It's the Cheops now. It's the king of, they was called themselves gods.
Yeah.
They believe that area, it's the center of the earth.
Right.
It's the pyramids in Giza.
In Giza.
And that's why he built it in here. Then you have to come and get energy from these great pyramids, because the ancient Egyptians, they believe the soul going to come back to the mummy, because they believe in the second life, as we believe there is a second life. But we don't know that second life, it's body and soul or just soul.
Let me ask you this right here. Matter of fact, first of all, let me get here in the picture so I can give you a handshake. My friend here. What's your name again? Haney.
From Egypt.
Haney from Egypt.
Yep.
He invited me into his business,
You're
and I want to
welcome.
ask him some questions. He basically was telling me some very interesting things. Give me some history.
Okay, the
Now,
history.
you sit right back
Oh,
here,
right.
because I'm going to sit over here out the way.
You're welcome, sir.
And so, Haney,
So,
you're going to become a star now. Now
Egypt, Sudan, it was a country, have one king.
stop. Yep.
And we are originally, we call ourselves, we are the Bedouins. Bedouins, it means dark skinned. If you just see my skin, it's not just white. No, it's little dark, because in condition now, less hot in Cairo. But when you go upper Egypt, I mean higher in Egypt, you will see that the skin starting to be dark. See, it's close, but he will see by his eyes when you go to Aswan and to Luxor, that's the border of Egypt and Sudan. All the Egyptians, just dark skinned. We have
Are those the original Egyptians? They're
Yes.
the original Egyptians?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were they the ones who were building the pyramids down there and everything?
Yep. The ones build the pyramids, it's dark skinned.
Were the pharaohs dark skinned?
With the pharaohs was dark skinned as well.
They were dark. What about the
We
queen?
have the king, and you mean, or the queen.
The pharaoh and his wife.
All right.
They were
there
all
is-
dark skinned.
we have 7,000 years history.
7,000, and they used
Right.
to change.
So from every couple of hundreds of years, it was changing one king.
Right.
But we have a lot of dark skinned,
Yeah.
and you will see it by your eyes. Some of the pictures say Jesus, he is dark skinned.
Yeah. Some
You
of the
can
pictures.
see it in the first church built in whole life. It's called Hunting Church.
Where's it located?
It's in Old Cairo.
It's an old car. And so you saying
Yes.
there's a church that exists that shows Jesus as dark
There
skinned?
is a picture of Jesus. It's
Yeah.
dark skinned
He's dark skinned.
there,
He was-
because we are the Egyptians. Save Jesus.
Uh-huh.
We was Jewish before.
You was
All the Egyptians in the time of Moses here.
Yeah.
We are the ones. I mean, we are the Egyptians. Was with Moses because he born in Egypt.
He was born in Egypt.
Of course, everyone know the history. Mother put
Yeah,
it in a
yeah,
box.
yeah.
Throw Moses.
Yeah.
That's wish of God.
Yeah.
Then he going to house of pharaohs.
Yeah.
Because in that time, pharaohs he know from the sky
Yeah.
There is a prophet going to came. That's why
Right.
he give order, kill all the boys.
Right, I understand. So let me ask you this right here. Okay, I know that. Let me ask you this right here. In America, they are saying and teaching our kids and showing the movies years and years ago too as well. Charleston Heston, Elizabeth Taylor, they were white people, and they were Pharaoh. Charleston Heston, who played a Pharaoh, he was a white guy, and Elizabeth Taylor was a white woman. And all the Egyptians around there were white, and they were showing thousands of years ago that this is how Egypt was.
No, we was 99% or 98% black.
Black. And so you were black then, and as time went on, your skin got lighter. Then did some of the Greeks and them come in, or the French?
Egypt was occupied by
it was
France.
occupied by French.
By France.
France, yeah.
Before even France, we have, the Turkish. That's also why some of the white skin came here. That's
good
coffee.
coffee,
I'm
man.
the one doing the coffee for you, man.
That's some good coffee,
Because
man.
I
Look.
like you. That's Egyptian coffee. You see, I wish this man buy something from here. You see, we do film, we do everything. You see, we just give him all the details for free. But we wish he take idea about what we have.
We're gonna hear you out on that though.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Egypt was occupied by France before, occupied by Turkish.
Yep.
After that, I mean, the lost people occupied us. It's the English.
Yep.
And that's why the skin start to change.
Okay.
That's the last couple of hundreds of years.
Yep.
But before, a lot of pictures, a lot of history, a lot of details said our real color, it's black.
The real color's black.
Yep.
And it's on the walls in the pyramids.
Yep.
And it's showing how the Egyptians were.
Yep.
Okay.
And
All right.
also, most of the hands build that pyramids, cutting that blocks to
Yeah.
build the pyramids.
Yeah.
It came from Aswan. That's
Yeah.
the border to Sudan.
The border
As
of
we are
Sudan.
saying, Egypt and Sudan was one country.
Yeah.
So even if we get the alabaster stone, the black alabaster stone,
Yeah.
it came from Sudan,
Came from Sudan.
right?
Right.
So the hands was cutting that blocks.
Yeah.
It's black.
Right.
The people was building this how these pyramids, they also black.
Were they slaves?
Not
No.
really.
They were workers.
Worker, but in that time the only one he have money is the king.
Yeah.
So everyone should work
Work. Yeah.
to get food.
Right.
You don't work, no food.
So they weren't slaves. They were workers.
Okay, we don't say slaves
Yeah. Okay.
because since you work and you get sweat,
Yeah.
you are a human being.
Right.
So you work for it, as we do now. Work
Yeah.
for making money.
Right.
Before the money, it was like food.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
The king said to the old Egyptians in that time, you have to work to give you food.
Okay.
You understand? That's the pharaohs.
Okay.